Hi everyone, my name is Ryan. I'm the product manager here at Prima.
Hello, I'm Mac and I'm the content and partnerships manager.
We are here to take you on a journey with us. This is an exciting new project that we are just starting today, and we're going to take you with us every single step of the way. Mac, what are we doing?
We are creating a coffee cart. Woo!
So Prima's been around for a long time, since 2009. We're an equipment retailer. One thing that we've never really done is put an emphasis onto coffee carts specifically, and in our industry this is growing super rapidly. Our goal is to kind of create a one-stop shop for everyone who is interested in running a mobile coffee business. Everything from equipment to even a business plan, all of that is going to be available at Prima this year, and this is the very beginning, the genesis of that project. We thought, what better way to do this than to just create a coffee cart ourselves, plan an event, and take you along with us and serve drinks to a ton of different people.
So let's go.
Let's do it.
We currently have a coffee cart, isn't that correct?
We do. That coffee cart has been around for many years. Basically, it's just a stainless steel table that we wrapped in some sheet metal. It's pretty rough. It's gonna need a lot of love.
Yeah.
You wanna go take a look at it and talk?
Let's check it out.
Let's do it. All right, Mac. Here it is in all its glory.
Look at that.
This is the trusty old Prima coffee cart. This thing is actually a stainless steel table that we added casters on. We have a refrigeration company in the building called Vidito, and they do a lot of metal work. And so they were able to fabricate some sheet metal and kind of make this look like an actual cart. But
yeah,
at heart, this thing began as just a table. It's served us for a number of years. We've used it for trade shows. We've actually also lent it out to local cafes.
Cool. I like the height of it a lot. I could see it could use some polishing though.
Yes, to say the least. Let's talk about that. So,
let's talk about it.
What do you like about it?
I like the wood along with the stainless steel.
Yep.
If we're wanting to potentially have a more like fleshed out flat surface, could add a piece of butcher block on top potentially, or into the space. However, I think adding something on top might be a little bit easier so we can have a complete surface.
Yeah, I agree with you. These are, the tolerances here aren't real tight. There's kind of a lot of spaces. It's been beaten up. And putting some wood on top of this cart would make it feel less cold and industrial and really give it kind of a warm, inviting feel. But the structures here, this is the framework for a coffee cart.
The bones are good bones.
Yeah, and so really we have almost everything we need. We could actually operate like this. It's really just a matter of embellishing this to make it look the way we want. We even have holes cut out here for our drain lines and power lines.
Look at that.
Knock chute. So we're all set here.
Structure's there. I think it's just aesthetics that need kind of work.
We're in need of some desperate help. So do you think we could paint like directly on the steel itself, or would it just come off? With like a matte finish?
I think it depends. If we're gonna do paint, it would have to be matte paint, I think.
Right. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, we could hang plywood around it and spray paint that. It would just be a little bit more work, but in terms of color, what do you think about black?
Probably black, yeah. Okay. Something simple. If we have a dark stain of wood on top, those will go together nicely.
Yep.
We could even maybe like put some kind of pattern on the sides. I would say the front, but I think just adding a bit of like an accent design on the sides with wood, maybe some kind of like geometric paneling would be really cool.
Like a raised pattern?
Yeah, like a raised pattern. That would be really
just to give
cool.
it some like dimension.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
Like you said, just warming it up a bit. Because right now, I feel like I'm in a cafeteria.
Right. Yeah, it's a little cold.
But the bones are there. You know who we could ask? Because I'm not a paint expert by any means. We could ask Greg.
Warehouse manager.
Warehouse manager Greg.
Where is that guy? Hey, Greg.
Hey guys,
Greg, we have some questions for you.
what's up?
So we're talking about ways that we can embellish this cart and make it look better. I know you have some construction experience, right?
Sure, a little bit.
Cool. So our dream is to kind of take the metal look away from this.
Yeah.
We talked about spray painting the steel.
With a little bit of prep work,
Yeah.
I think we can absolutely paint it. So the metal has to be prepped. So we would scuff it and sand it so that it would be ready for a really, really heavy duty primer. And that primer is actually going to bond to the stainless. So we prep the stainless, then we prime it, and then the primer would accept the paint.
Sweet.
So we can do it, yeah.
And then we can just add wood on top of it for our raised pattern.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, like plywood right
For
on
your
top
top.
of it. For the
Around.
side, we're thinking for the side
Yes.
to do like some raised plywood, or just add plywood for it to be raised to have like a geometric pattern to give it a little dimension, a little accent. But yeah, for the top of the cart, butcher block is our thought. However, since there's this lip here, instead of kind of sizing it out to fit right in this spot, maybe setting it on top
Sure.
would be the easier.
We could go on top. We could recess the butcher block on the cart and then build new rails to come to the top of the butcher block and then paint the rails
Nice.
so that it's all seamless and one color.
Yeah, I like that.
But we could also definitely go right on top
Yeah.
Okay.
with butcher block.
Sweet.
That would give us a little bit more height than we have now, but I think we do have some room to play there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Totally. Sweet. Thank you so much, Greg. You
Yeah,
answered
Greg.
all the
You're
questions
welcome.
we had.
You're welcome. Good luck.
You're the best.
Let's show the inside too and talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Spun around.
Spin around town.
From this angle, you can see kind of the structure of that table here with the bottom shelf, and here's the top. We've also got these nice little racks on the back where we can mount things.
Yeah.
So
Those will come in handy.
power
for sure.
source or water filtration or whatever it is, those are really valuable to have. We've got upwards of 33 inches of space here, so plenty of room for most mini fridges, mini bar fridges, really just about anything that we need is going to fit in here. So
Speaking of aesthetics, I think this thing needs a bit of a cleanup as well.
yeah,
here
you'd
on
be
the
right.
inside.
It's been through a lot and it's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
So I think we should just spray paint the inside the same color that we do the outside.
Black.
Make it
just
black.
Cover it all up.
It'll cover a multitude of sins.
I agree. It sounds good to me.
Great.
I think we got a pretty good start. What do you think about potentially searching the interwebs for
Yeah.
some inspiration?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's use Pinterest and just get some inspiration.
Love.
Let's do it.
Well, that was cool.
It was.
Now that we kind of have an idea of what we're working with, threw some ideas around,
Yeah.
know kind of what we want to do to refurbish the coffee cart, let's talk about budget. I think we're rocking with a $700 budget just to redesign it, put
Okay.
it together
Aesthetically.
aesthetically.
Yeah.
So how are we going to spend that? Let's take a look at some inspo.
Cool. What you got?
So I spent some time on Pinterest. I made a board. I wanted
Nice.
to show you some of the ideas I came across that I thought could
Awesome.
look really good with what we're working with.
Let's see it.
So we're going to paint the entire cart black as we discussed. Everything besides that butcher block that we're going to put on top and stain.
Right.
So the inside of it, matte black. All around it, matte black. For that design, there's a couple options we've got here. This one's pretty cool, a lot larger, obviously, than what we're working with.
Sure, but that sort of raised, sort of etched looking design.
Geometric. And see, this one here is cool as well. This is on the front though, and we're only doing ours on the side.
Okay.
So we could put something like this on the side, but I feel like a smaller pattern might work better for the area we're working with.
Yeah. Something a little less busy, maybe.
This one I really liked in particular. It's literally like looks exactly like the size of our cart, and that side is
Yeah.
just enough design.
Cool. Yeah, I like it.
It'll
That's
work with
pretty much what I had in mind.
So on top of the paint and the design that we want on the side, we also discussed wanting to put some butcher block on top This butcher block will be perfect. It's local. It's going to work with our budget. It is a little bit wider than normal butcher block, but that actually works perfectly for our cart.
Right.
We're going to need a bit more space.
Yep.
So I was thinking this, we can pop it on top with the stain, actually the exact stain that we used for this wood here in the studio. It can make it just a little bit more warm and inviting, kind of like you envisioned.
Yep.
So we're painting the whole cart black, the inside, the casters, popping the butcher block on top.
Yep.
What about that wood trim that we put the butcher block on top? Do you think we should also paint that black?
Yeah, let's just paint right over it.
Cool. I think that'll look best.
Yep.
All right, now to talk about the menu boards. I know you mentioned a towel rack
Right.
to hang them from. I found one that's a little industrial looking that I think will match everything.
Okay, let's see it.
Do you want to kind of give me an idea of what you were thinking to do with that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind, just real basic, just a black towel rack. And what we can do with that is cut plywood menu boards and then paint those black. Either one or two, I'm not quite sure yet. And then what we can do is use some straps to hang those. And I'll show you kind of what I had in mind here.
Yeah.
Why? There we go. So here they are. They're pretty basic, kind of that same sort of dark walnut color.
It'll
that
match the
we're
stain.
Matching the stain, exactly, with some hooks. So that'll make it really easily removable if we're breaking down at the end of the day.
Cool.
And then all we're going to do is paint the menu onto the boards with white paint.
That'd be
That's
great.
what I had in mind.
Customize it how we like.
Yeah,
And it's within our budget.
cool.
What if, because I really like that idea.
Yeah.
What if we did 2 plywood boards and we can have one solely for our logo?
Ooh, I like
Our
that.
logo.
It's those little details that are really going to take it to the next level.
Pull it all together.
Yeah.
So our budget for the cart being $700, let's kind of go through how we're spending that exactly.
Sure.
The paint's going to be about $100. Plywood, about $100. Butcher block will be $200 for one slab. The towel racks are $75. Straps to hang those boards are $25. And the new caster wheels are going to be $40. That's about $150, $160 less than our budget.
Yeah.
So we've got some wiggle room if we need
That's awesome. And you know there will be things we need.
it. We'll need the wiggle room.
Yeah. All right, Mac, I'm feeling really good about everything. You picked
Ditto.
out some great stuff. We're under budget. It makes me really excited for what we're about to do.
Same.
So next, I want to get into the weeds about what equipment we're going to use, why we're going to use it, talk all about what I've been thinking about on that side.
Your specialty.
Yes. Thanks for joining us on this journey to build a coffee cart. For more resources just like this, check out the Prima Coffee Community, linked in the description below. I'll see you there.